Whoops. Tonight we're going to have a marvellous ghost story. As you can see, I've taken the beard off and a skinhead. A sculler. I've had a sculler. So we'll invite John Morgan in now, and then we'll start doing the ghost stories. All right, John?
Yeah, good evening, Gary. Good evening, everyone. We got, it's a good story tonight. We're only doing one because it's quite long. If you enjoyed The Thing last week, I have the second and third part, and I think it's the final chapter of the story. We will find out, because if it's not, we'll have emails. But I think, without further ado, I think we should start The Thing. Now, if you remember last week, it's about this couple with a young girl. They was having strange happenings in the house. They had a strange smell there. They went under the floorboards to find earth, and they found bones of a dog, and they buried the dog. Very kind of them to do so in the field there. They marked it, and there were strange things still happening, very scary things. So we're going to go on now with the second one. When my daughter was 4, we had a puppy. It was a small Labrador with a golden coat and so playful. But one day it ran down the stairs, straight out of the front door and down the lane onto the main road. And there it was hit by a lorry. I tried to call it back, but it seemed too frightened again and just ran into the path of the lorry, and the driver, really, he could do nothing. The lorry driver carried the lifeless dog to my house with tears in his eyes. I was crying too. He said he was sorry, but it shot out in front of me, he said, and I just couldn't stop quickly enough. I carried the dog to a nearby field to bury it. And when my husband came home, he said I should have kept the front door closed and it was my fault the dog was dead. Well, I told my daughter our dog had gone on holidays with other dogs and may live with him for a while. I couldn't say he was dead to her. She was too young to explain. I had nightmares for weeks, blaming myself for the puppy's death. And I could hear its yelp in my head too. I tried to talk to my husband, and he replied it was just a dog and I had to get over it. I even thought I may have to see a doctor and talk to my sister about it. But she said I should just buy another puppy of the same colour, the same age as the last one. And reluctantly, I did so, and we called it the same name as well, Bobby. I said to my daughter, Bobby had came home after his holidays. She was very happy, and giving this dog a new home made me feel well again, and my bad dreams faded away. I never leave the front door open anymore. When my husband seemed indifferent to the dog, but I would cuddle it more than I cuddle him. My daughter lives with my sister, as I said, and this house is very cold in both the summer and the winter, and dead quiet, except for in the dead of night. We both could hear something on the rails, and the sound of people in the distance shouting. We could never understand what they were saying. Sometimes like a shared dream between me and my husband. So one day I decided to get a new phone after dropping the old one and cracking the front. This time, though, I bought a cheap one so my husband could text me when he was coming home. And then Out of the blue, I started to receive very saucy texts from him during his shift break saying very erotic things. We text back and forth a little like this for a while, and we were both looking forward to him coming home. Later that night, when my husband arrived home, I was ready, and I was dressed up for him. We were going to have a great night. But he just came in and said to me, "What's here to eat?" I said, "Well, what about me and you time? What we text about?" He said, "Oh, I'm too tired for all that. I just wanted food and go to bed to sleep." Well, I asked him, "What about all the texts he had sent me?" "What?" he replied. "My phone's upstairs on charge. I didn't take it to work." I thought, who had been texting and saying these erotic things to me all afternoon? Well, I immediately checked the number, and it was the right phone. I ran upstairs, and there it was. The phone was on charge. But it had received my text messages, but no text messages were in the outbox. Then I went cold from my head to my toes. The thing, it's back, and this time it wanted me. How can this end? Well, I done some searching and found that there was a mine just up the road from this house, and furthermore, that many men had lost their lives there. None of which stood out as a bad person, but one seemed to have died as a result of a runaway tram. And it had taken the next shift to have found his body, all twisted under the wheels, and he may have been shouting for help for a long, long time before passing to the other side. I thought how cruel the working life was back in the 17 and 1800s. No health and safety then. Do the work or leave. That's what it was. Was this the thing? I mean, the ghost that was messing with my family. So I decided to get one of them boards off the Amazon website. I know now they were called the Ouija boards, and see if I could talk to the ghost. So when my husband was on nights, me and my friend had some wine, and we got the board out and set it up as it said in the instructions. We were giggling and laughing, just probably to calm our nerves, and we got quite merry, and my friend was laughing all the time. But then it started moving by itself, and I jokingly said, "Oi, ghost, you're doing it wrong, and read the blinking instructions like I did." Then the glass spelt out, "Your husband is already dead." And then the glass shot off the board and smashed on the wall. My friend and I ran down the stairs and tried to phone my husband in panic, but there was no answer. We couldn't get hold of anyone on the phone, as there seemed to be a crackling on the phones we tried. We couldn't drive because we were drunk. I sat down and cried, and my friend said, "Look, maybe he's not dead." So we turned on the news on the TV, searched the internet for any news from the steelworks, but there was nothing. Was this a nasty joke with a twisted ghost? Or was he telling us the truth? We sat up all night until 7 a.m. And thankfully my husband walked in. "What are you pair of boots doing up this early?" And we explained everything to him, and his reply was, "Well, that's what you get with playing with something you don't understand." He ran upstairs and ripped the board up and threw it in the bin. I was relieved he was alive and felt calm come over me. My friend stayed right up to lunch with us, then she left. So then, I felt a need to find out about the man who died under the tram. I had this feeling that he was a lost soul, and maybe trying to get to heaven or wherever you will go when you pass on. I searched the local library, but there was nothing there. But the lady there said I should find out if it was the National Coal Board or it may have been a private mine. I found out this information, everyone. It is a cut and paste from the net, so it is relevant. So I will read it. Newlands Colliery was opened by the Cribbew Fowle Collieries Limited in 1918 to work various seams under Margam Bay. It consisted of slants and there was also a pit which was 253 yards deep. From a list, 1923, there were 352 men employed, producing house and manufacturing coal from the Cribbew Fowle seam. By 1938, the workforce had grown to a total of 812 men, working coking coal from the Slatog, 6 feet, South Fowle and Gredydd seams. In 1945, it deployed 637. A new upcast shaft was being driven by the National Coal Board in 1951. Although the colliery suffered continually with water problems, it closed in 1968. But it was hard to find out the names of people who died there. But then, my friend who had gone to Cardiff Museum talked to a young lady working there, and she found out the information very quickly. On the 9th of February 1928, a shackle broke and a dram ran over William Davis, age 46, who was employed as a repairer at Newlands Mine. The verdict was an accident, meaning the family would get nothing from the owners. It was such a sad state of affairs. I decided from that moment on not to call it the thing anymore. This was a man working hard to provide for his family at the age of 46, and I felt sorry for his family's situation following his death. I was too scared to do the board thing again. But I felt a connection with William and would talk in the house as if he were there sometimes and explain how sad I felt about his death, and would search for his grave and lay some flowers there and say prayers for him if I could. I went to the graveyard in Pyle, as it's the only one I know of, and my friend and I searched for ages, but we found nothing. Then we got in touch with the vicar and asked, could he please help us? He searched through the old books and came across William Davis, killed in 1928. Yes, we had found him. I asked, where would his gravestone be? Oh, the vicar said there was none marking his death, as he died a pauper and would just have been buried under a wooden cross to mark the grave plot, but that would have rotted away years ago. We were sad, but then he chirped up and directed us to a part of the cemetery where poor people and the pauper, who had paupers' funerals had been known to have been laid to rest. So we purchased some flowers that day and laid them in a few places in that part and said a prayer. I went home still feeling sad and talked to my husband about it all. We put a plaque on the house, William's home. And the evening after it was put on the house, a cold chill came into the front room. I knew it was him, and I'm sure I heard a voice say, "Ta-ra." I think it's Welsh slang for goodbye, and we have not had any problems since. But he still visits. You can tell William comes to make sure we are okay. So that's the end of the thing. We think and we hope, but if it's not, I'm sure the person involved would get him back in touch with us. So I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. It was a good story. We thought last week, right? We really did that this family was in real trouble. We even started thinking about they need help. But it seems to have worked out quite well in the end. But I wouldn't have liked to have gone through that there. Well, what do you think there, Guy?
Definitely not. Oh, terrible. Very frightening.
Yeah, indeed. So that there we are. So now we still only got 2 stories now for next week. So if anybody again has any, be great to have it. I just like to say one thing a minute. I know somebody is watching here. I hope Morris, you found your nuts, because he lost them, see Gary, and he went down Talbot Lock looking for his nuts.
Did he? Oh, well.
Yeah. So I hope that he's found them. And he can show them to Judith after then.
Oh, there we are. I'm sure she'd like to play with his nuts.
Yeah, she probably will. Okay, I leave you now, and we'll have a chat about it, and I'll see you on the other side, as it were, Gary.
All right, lovely. Thank you, John. See that story? Oh, I read it because the woman sent it to me, but there was a lot of swearing in there, you know, and a lot of descriptions of sexual activities. But he couldn't put it on you because half of it would be fainting, right? Well, some of it might be. So John have had to edit it out. So I think he done a really good job of it. But it's a real scary. If you read from the start to where we are now, it's a real scary. And if you missed any parts of it, go back and watch the previous ghost stories, because they'll be in there. So let me take these headphones off. Right, who's in late? Miss Hooper, I seen you sneaking in. She's sneaking in, she was, see? She'd been watching that Love Jet chap. Right, so Miss Hooper, you've got to have the first wax of the evening. Right, there we are. There's the first wax of the evening done. It's very good story, wasn't it? Twists and turns all the time, you know. Hi Hillbilly, how are you? Keisha, Margaret Dunley, Johnny Lovejet, Sonny, Carrie, Kyle, Fee, Rachel, Shalom. Go, everybody's in there tonight. Curtis, whoever that is. And George Bond. And Michael Lewis. Good gosh. So what does everybody think about that story? Scary, wasn't it? Faster. Look older. Look. A blinking skinhead. I said, oh, don't take much off the top. Pair of Urals to go on there. Huh? Does the haircut make my ears stick out or what? Lick your neck. Anyway, it's the raffle tonight, and you could win almost anything. Patsy Morgan, you missed your husband. Oh gosh, there's a bolkin over there. So Patsy, what it is, when you miss and you're not on time, you've got to have a whack on the backside, right? So you've got to bend over, love. There we are. John, she missed your story, John. What do you think of that? Oh, I'm Uncle Fester now, not Cousin It. Look at the haircut on that. Look like Stan Laurel. Ooh, ooh. Shlom's the fat one. Oh, you gotta laugh anyway. Anyway, John could administer the real ones later, Patsy. Patsy Morgan is John Morgan's wife. She's the one that's got to put up with him. Oh, I tell you what, it's a really scary story from start to finish. If you go and watch it, I think probably we'll have John read it right through perhaps next week. From start to finish, it is really scary, and it's sort of worrying, you know, when people send you that type of thing. I don't know where they are. Well, I know now because it's Newlands down that way, near Pyle. But I wasn't sure before. Yee-haw, yee-haw, yee-haw. Look at Johnny Lovejet now over there. Should have washed the dishes before he went on that show. He's doing it from his kitchen. Nice music. And he's done the jigging about, like as if he was on strings, like a puppet. Ooh. Ooh. Like that. But the music was good. But he didn't look much at the camera, see. The camera should have been facing him. Right? But I suppose all the mess of the kitchen was behind him. Because they had to clear it, see, didn't they? So it was all behind him over that way. So you had to show the best part of the kitchen. Is that how it is? Yeah, we'd all do. They're all lovely on you. The only one who's a troublemaker is Johnny Lovejet. Oh, I'm not dancing in my bikini again. Not with this haircut. Yeah, the music was good. I did enjoy the music, you know. Sounded like the Dark Arch, didn't it? Only years gone by when you had too many to drink. You couldn't find the toilet. So shall we draw the raffle? Got a pen, anybody? Draw it? Oh, where's that bag I had? Oh, right. Oh, I've gone blue now. Look, it's what Shalom sees. Oh, when she sees a man. Right, what are we going to do? To make it fair, I got nothing in there. Right? Nothing in there. Right? Nothing up my sleeves. Nothing up my sleeves. So we'll tip them in there. Right? Give me a good shape. Because somebody's going to win the bog standard box seat. It's not actually bog standard. I haven't got a drum roll. We're not that posh. I'm looking there now. I'm just going to pick one out. And whoever I pick out will be the winner. Ta-da! The number is 78. Who's got 78? Bloody hell, I don't believe it. Rachel. Rachel. Shalom won last week. Rachel won this week. Mad, isn't it? Right, we'll pick another one out because I got two prizes tonight. With a box seat and we got the cake making thingy. Sweets. Right, we got another one out. Number 17. And that's Fionn. Fionn, you've actually won something. So Rachel and Fionn. Now then, Rachel, because you're first, you've got the choice of whether you want the bog standard bog seat or the sweet making moulds. She's still here? She's still paying attention. You still here, Rachel? Rachel, are you here? She's gone? Can't get the staff, see. Ask her which one she wants, Shalom. It's either the bog seat or it's the cake thing. And then, oh Rachel, there we are. Sweet making mould for you, is it? Okay. Fee, you got the bog seat. You and Kyle. It's nice, right? So there we are. They will be delivered personally. Right? I got a debt collector bloke and send him round. There we are. See? So these get taken out now. And then tonight then we'll put more in there. Right, so tonight, Rachel again. Rachel, the new one is 110. Fee, 111. Carrie, 112. Lovejet, 113. Patsy, 114. John, 115. Alright, let's rip them up and put them in. They all go in the big bag, so you got more chance of winning. God, how exciting. Hillbilly, I'll be giving you a number now. Hillbilly, 116. Wasn't that one? Is that everybody, is it? Oh, Sonny, man. Sonny, 117. Keisha, 118. Very scary, wasn't it? Sophie, you've actually won the box seat. Can you believe it? You've had the top prize. Lovejet's in there. Done Lovejet earlier. Good night, Margaret, love. You spent $1,000 on car repairs. Expensive, isn't it? It's really expensive. Oh, no. Nightmare. You've got a Jeep though, haven't you? They are expensive to run. Cheryl Burrows, come and join us, love, if you're on Facebook. We're mainly on YouTube, Gary's British Talk Show, but you can talk to us all on Facebook as well. Come and join us. We're like one big happy family here. Yeah, good night, Patsy. Two more tickets left, look, to win. Reese is your son, is he? Where's Reese then? He's not on here, is he? I haven't seen him. That slime buck. We'll take it out. It's no good in the cupboard. Gosh alive. So next week's prize, right? And you can't get these prizes anywhere, right? They're very hard to come by. Next week's prize. There's two prizes next week, right? Is an outstanding pack of dishcloths. See, no expense spared in the show. No, we don't give stickers out or mugs and all that because, you know, dishcloths, right? Specially used by any woman because they're the ones that normally do the washing up and wiping up, innit? So, you know, got to be fair to them. Dishwash. And then also is another set of these molds, right? So that's next week. Two again. Good gosh. How can I keep it up? Who knows who's going to win? You ought to be good then. She's not watching now, is she? Oh gosh. See, the girls just drive them, don't they? They put the fuel in. A lot of women just put fuel in and that's it. That's their responsibility done. A lot of women, and they wait for something to happen. Like the brakes, or they run into the wall because they can't stop. Or they run into a car that's in front of them. Bang. You know? Well, do you want that too? You probably need it. All women are the same fee, right? Well, 99%. 99% of women, right? They wait for something to happen when they get in the car, right? They put the petrol in and they just wait then. Puncture because the tyres are bald, right? Or they've gone into the back of somebody because the brakes need doing. Women are that way, unfortunately. You know? But they're good at cooking, cleaning, ironing, washing up, aren't they? Dad's watching hot chocolate, is he? They're good, aren't they? Is it hot chocolate in a cup he's watching? Or is he watching it on telly? Hot chocolate were good, weren't they? Tell you what we'll do now, we'll try and get this up so that everybody else can see what the heck you're saying. Because a lot of people don't know. Let's see if I can... Right, just get the chat box up, yeah? Pop up chat. And go back to that. And share the screen. There we are, that's better. Everybody can see now what people are saying, otherwise it looks like I'm talking to myself here. Oh. When you were younger. Oh no, he's watching something on telly, is he? Not watching a cup of hot chocolate. It'd be very boring, wouldn't it? But not as boring as watching me. But somebody's won tonight. Rachel again. Well, her daughter won last week. She won the left-handed jigsaw puzzle. And tonight she won it. Chocolate moulds. Very nice though. But what you've got to do with them is you melt all your chocolate, make sure it's tempered, right? And they put it in the moulds, but then you turn the mould upside down straight away, right? So just the bottom part of the mould is lined by chocolate, you know? Right, you turn it upside down, let it drip, right? Then turn it back over, you put it in the freezer, right? Then when it comes out, after about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, once the chocolate's set, right? You put it out on the bench, then you put your filling in, whatever you're going to put in there, and then another bit of chocolate over the top, right? So you put your chocolate over the top, get a knife or a straight edge, go over the top, and they seal then. You put them back in the fridge for about another hour, right? Take them out, tap them, and there you go, sweets. Simple as that. There we are. So they're all in the luck of the draw. Oh, is it a Swizz? I didn't cheat. He was average, he was, you know. He was okay, like. He'll get better over time. Give him a chance, innit? You spent a fortune on tickets. They're all free, you headers. Oh, you spent a fortune. Oh, well, I can't do anything. You've seen, I chucked them all in there, right? All the names are in there. It's like an internet radio station on Facebook, on YouTube, I think. It's good. It's good. The music's okay, you know, upbeat. Some of it's a bit silly, but they didn't play ABBA though. I did request ABBA. They didn't play it. Does Love Jet sing? No, he just dances around as if he's on some sort of drug or other. I don't know. Oh yeah, as if it's funny to watch. It is funny to watch, especially when you know him. You know. Do you see him dancing, John? Huh? So I come back to the dark arch ages ago. Saturday tonight. It's on radio though, is it? It's on YouTube. Is it on YouTube and Facebook, Johnny? He was doing a flacker dance. He has got some sort of moves there, you're right. Don't know what they call though. No, snake hips. Yeah, it's a good laugh, wasn't it? Huh? Who's that old guy though? He's a bit old for doing that music, isn't he? Huh? Could have got somebody younger. Huh? Could have got John in. Yeah, he'd be on Strictly. Strictly not leaving his house. So they're on the channel, are they? Because he's on a Restream. This is on Restream as well. Restream. It just sends the video out all over the place, you know. Twitch and Facebook and all over. Dean Lawrence. Where's he from then? Is he from Talbot? I don't know him. Oh, good luck to him, innit? Good luck to all of them, innit? Keep him off the roads. Keep him busy. Stop Love Jet sending his jokes in. Can you do the jokes on there, Love Jet? Magan Boise. Good God. Oh, Duke Street. Oh, I know. Where Thingy used to live. P.S. P.S. lived on there, didn't she? Duke Street. Oh, I must know women now. Betty P.S. She used to live in Duke Street, on the right hand side, in the middle of the street on the way down. Betty, oh God, she used to have a beard, a better beard than I had. Nice woman, you know, but I had to give her a kiss when you left the place, you know. He didn't go to Dufferin though, did he, John? Yeah, good night, Michael. Did Dean Lawrence go to Dufferin School? He did he? All right. Or younger than me then. But he looked older. Do. No, Betty Pierce. She's a nice woman, you know. But I used to go and visit her, see if she was okay. But then she'd want a kiss. So I used to take my daughter with me. So my daughter would have to have the kiss. She'd be squirming. Ooh. Oh, you went to St. Joseph. That's why then. Same age as Bones, is it? All right. Oh, wow. So, John, what about next week? You read that thing from start to finish. So other people who haven't heard it before can get it all. You fancy doing that? And perhaps I'll video doing it on Magam Abbey, is it? That'd be nice and scary. He's about 45, is he? Oh, he's youngster then. He's older than that, isn't he, surely? Oh, he's a year older, is he? I thought you were older than that, Shalom. I thought you were in your 50s. Yeah, I thought. He's got to be older than that. She's older as well, Shalom. Yeah, but should we do it, a video of it, John? Down in Magam Abbey or something. Give it more effect. I'll see if I can get the keys. See the vicar. Or if we could do it in Pyle. That would be really scary, wouldn't it? Oh, imagine it doing down Pyle. Oh. She's not that. You give birth to her, did you? Are you sure? I thought she was about 50 odd. I'll go to Magam Abbey first. Find out who the guy is. And see if we can go in there and do it. Yeah, Fee can come down as well. Because she's good with ghosts. If they appear. You know, she can offer him a cake or something. That would be, it would be good, wouldn't it? We'll get a real... if he would faint. Rachel can come down as well. She's not scared of ghosts. She can play the organ down there. Sonny, if Sonny lived near her, she'd be down. She's not scared. The story from start to finish is scary, honestly. When John was reading it out, no, I was scared then. Oh, Rachel's scared. You didn't hear the whole story, Rachel, did you? From start to finish, it is really scary. As John was reading it, oh. Oh, they are scary. Especially this one. I don't know if it's a poltergeist, a ghost, or what it is. If it is that guy, you know, that William, whatever his name was. Yeah. The Thing. Horrible name, innit? For a ghost story. Good night, Carrie. See you, love. You're 15 minutes out from top 10 haunted place. What's gone on there then, Hillbilly? People have been murdered there with chainsaws and stuff. Seems to be a sort of a thing out there, doesn't it? Well, it can't be William then, perhaps something else. Rachel, ooh, isn't it? There's no haunted places up the top of Bryn Bay over there, is it? Yeah, straight back. She'll be gone. Gone like a shot. So when are you doing your next gig now then, Johnny? As far as... Ooh. No tapping on the windows in the middle of the night, Rachel. Let me in to see your paintings. Yeah, go and have a look. I reckon there's some really bad things happening up there. It's real hauntings. Indians kidnapping, is it? Every Friday, is it? All right, we'll have a look at that. I quite liked it. Quite like the music. I quite like the guy's energy. You know. I bet he was knackered after doing that show. Bloody hell! Oh, I swore. I swore, everybody. You know what that means, don't you? Only one. Rachel. But there's no such thing, Rachel. You can't get worried about ghosts if there's no such thing. Huh? Yeah, awful things in the past, isn't it? All around the world. And still happening. Some scary stuff going on through the years. Ish, is it? Oh, follow the river. Sounds good, that. Follow the river. There was loads of nuts everywhere. In the mines, yeah, lots of people lost their lives. Like that William bloke down in the one that John was on about. The worst one was in Crynant. There was a mine there. I can't remember the slaughterhouse they used to call it. Oh, you've mentioned something too dodgy. Built on an Indian graveyard, was it? You'll have to retract it, Sonny. I can't get it off. Haunted amusement park. Yeah, read it if you know it. Neath workies. Right. Gotta have a whip. Gotta have a whip. Huh? Get the whip. Where's the whip? Only one. Shalom, not Sonny. Oh yeah, Sonny a whip for that. And Shalom, look for saying. But John Morgan said it's Sonny, but I think he meant Shalom. Mentioned Neath Workies as a place where people have lost a lot of souls. It's a soulless place it is anyway. Because you mentioned Neath Workies. Been a place where a lot of people have perished. Oh yeah, that one. Yes, horrible. That really did disturb me, that. That's from where the old hospital used to be, the Neath Hospital, John. That one's blinking. That one's another disturbed woman. You don't get many from men that are really disturbed. Flippin' heck. That really scared me, that did. Yeah, but you can read that one as well, John, if you want to. We'll do them both down the Magam Abbey. Yeah, it was scary, wasn't it? Flicking, I'm going cold already thinking about it. What, that Neath Workies? Never been there. Never been there. Wouldn't go there either. Have I? Yeah, it'll be an email somewhere, unless I've deleted it. Yeah, how do you know, Rachel? Yes, now then. Rachel, it's something you're not telling us about your past, love. Huh? Sure, I did in the Evening Post. Oh, she just dropped herself right in it. You've heard of him? Oh, aye. Off who then? Who in Britain, I would say they've been to Neath Workies? It's too far, man. It's too far out the way. I think there's more to this story, Shalom, than meets the eye. You'll have to sort it out. Then tell us all. Right, tell us all. We'll put it on and we'll tell everybody, we will. Tell everybody about it. You girls went for a laugh, is it? Oh, aye. Shalom? Did you come home with anybody, Shalom? Ah, truth is getting out now. Look, Shalom was a regular down Neath Workies. Ah. Tell us more, Rachel. I'll be up later to deliver them that chocolate mould. We'll have a chat over a cuppa, right? Nothing, don't hold anything back. Right? I'll put it straight on you then afterwards. Tell everybody. I won't mention her name. I'll just say some wild woman from up the valleys. Huh? Shalom's gone red now. She nearly tipped a blinking can of bow over. Flippin' heck. Shalom, shut up, ma'am. Oh, she's on the phone now. Ma'am, don't tell him any more. I'm really a nice girl. Don't tell him. Oh, so you've got to laugh at him now. I got to go up to Gleneath now after this. Not straight away, but I'll have to go up there later on. Make sure everything's okay up there. Dog snapped its lead. What do you think? Jack Russell snapped the lead. Flippin' heck. Trying to get a cat. We got a cat and a Jack Russell, right? They get on great, sort of. But then, if the Jack Russell sees another cat, boo, goes for it. Mounded. Melded. Never heard of it. Good night, Fee. Good luck. Now you won the bog seat. Moulded. Good God. Your typing's predictive text, is it? Moulded. Predictive text. Worse than me. Good night, Phil. Drop the bog seat around, when? Tomorrow or Sunday or something. Don't even know where you live. I'll drop the comments. Moulded. Moulded on back to front. Oh. Very weird. Was it a very tight fitting dress, was it? It's one of my neighbours. She wears a very tight fitting dress. So tight you can see the stretch marks from when she had a kid. So tight it is. Oh God. But she don't wear leggings. Thank God for that. She's can't say where she is, but she's around there, around this area. Nice looking girl too. She don't wear leggings, but very tight fitting dresses all the time. Leaves nothing to the imagination, if I had any at all. Who's on the peak snaps? Your mother, is it? She's not drinking, is she? That's why she can't get the words out, is it? She's laughing her head off typing. Got a laugh, haven't we? God. Well, we haven't had many men in tonight, have we? Only Hillbilly. Love Jet. Johnny Boy. I can't help it, man. I just gotta say it as it is, Sonny. You haven't touched the drop yet, Rachel, have you? Yeah. It's it's just a really, she had a tight, I mean, she got a fit body, right? But she wears the wrong stuff, like, you know? It's too see-through. It's just a bit too tight. So, I don't know where she can go from there. I've seen every crease she got. Poor thing. There we are, never mind there. I'm still in search of number 5. Very hard to find. Very hard to find a woman that'll my ring can go on, you know? Yeah, it is. I can't help it, Sonny. Don't you see it, you know? Like an heck, man. You can have it. I got them all. They're all fluent. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's the way I am. That's why I'm such single. You know, when you go up with a girl in it, sometimes they're really smart, or a man, they're really smart looking, and you don't really want to go out, do you? You want to keep them inside so you can jump on them because they're looking really tidy. But then other ones, then you can't wait to get them out, hoping that somebody will fancy them and take them away. Flipping heck. My last girlfriend ran off with a neighbour. I tell you what, I miss him. No, not that one. John used to go there. Well, he sticks his finger up here with the jacksy. No, the only ones that got engaged, so I can't mention any names, right? Was the one from Cunard Row in Carmarthen, right? No names mentioned, it's a long row. What was number 2? I didn't get engaged to the Irish one. She was too much of an alcoholic. Number 2. Where's number 2 now? Did go out with one down the beach. She was a bit of an alcoholic as well. Number 2. Yeah, number 2, but she sadly passed away. Alcohol. Can you see sort of a similar pattern? They all had to be pissed to go out with me. So that one, she passed away. Number 3 then. Well, I fancied the daughter more than her. Led me into trouble, that did. Led me into big trouble. Number 3 did. Still have emails off her up now. Oh, terrible. And then number 4 then. That one wasn't right as well. That one caught her right. So number 5, I'm still looking. But because I've had a varied amount of women, I've got to be careful this time. My nerves can't take any more. John used to go out with Joy Legs. Do John? Lurgy Joy. Can't mention who she is or where she's from. But John's been there. Can't say anything. Does Patsy know John? You went out with Joy? Yeah, see now. So all these little things coming out tonight. Shalom's been down to Workies. Probably regular. Well, everybody else knows John. She's not listening, man. Shh. She don't even know who Joy is anyway. Engagement parties. They're not what they used to be, see? You used to go to Workies as well, do you? Do you see Shalom there? You there, John? She'd be the one knocking the pints of Bo back at the bar. Well, yes. Shalom's not young anymore now. She's 45. Nearly 50, man. Nearly 50 she is. Good God. She'll be picking up a pension now. And Aberdare you went, John, didn't you? I was up Aberdare as well. That don't mean anything, Shalom. That means that nobody's pinned you down quick enough. She's only 44. But still, 50's creeping up. Thing is, if you get married, you'd have to get married in white, Sean. Innit? To match all the other things in the kitchen. The fridge, the cooker, they're all white. So, you know, that's where you'd be probably most of the time. You know? Because that's where women hang out, innit? She's a sailor, see? Man at every port. So they say about sailors, isn't it? Sean? Man in every port, love. So you can have free holidays anywhere. You're not 45, you're 44, are you? You sure now? See? She's bought a few home, have she? I mean, when we say a few now, how many exactly? How many she brought home with her? See, this story thickens. She brought a few, have she? Ah, look at Shalom now. Yes, spill the beans. You might as well, because we're all going to find out. She brought a few home, have she? Are we in the teens? You know, 15, 20, or how many? She's been on that boat everywhere, hasn't she? I'll private message Rachel later. We'll have a chat. John, I'll let you know, right? I won't tell everybody, but if I tell John, he'll tell his mates, and then he'll soon get around. 3 from the ship. At least 3. About 17, yeah, that's what I reckon, John. Easy. John, horse's collar. What do you reckon? Huh? Flipping heck, eh? I don't know. It's all coming out tonight, isn't it? See? Yeah. She's ringing Rachel now. I bet you can tell a few stories. She likes Greeks as well, does she? What about men of colour? Does she like them as well, Rachel? West Africans and all that? Oh, you're being quiet now, though. She phoned you probably, haven't she? Text you. Don't say any more. Why? What have you got to hide? Aye. John Papadillas. Yes, that's his real name, Shalom. John Papadipalipillas. Whatever it is. Look, there's nothing wrong with the truth, Shalom, right? But it has cast a different light on you now, love. Right? We thought you were all shy and quiet. Now the truth is out. Oof. Good gosh. She's worse than me. Worse than, well, not as bad as John. John, don't know when you were on the door down in that pub down the beach? Was that Andrew Keggs down there? Monkey Gland Keggs. I'll tell you some stories about him. Ho ho. Andrew Jones. Was he on the door down there trying to be hard? He went in the toilet, got filled in, I heard, by a woman. Is that true? So you find all sorts of stuff out on this channel. Good gosh. See, that's why Shalom can't be left alone in that place she lives. She got all these people there. Right? Yeah, soft as butter, wasn't he? But he was a bodybuilder or something, wasn't he? And he done something with the toilets or something, didn't he? And some woman filled him in. That's all you heard, anyway. But I've got a couple of stories to tell you when I see you next. I can't mention it on here. There we are, Shalom, look. Yeah, that's right, that one in every port. She's been around the world about 10 times. Good God. Very high mileage. Yeah, he got filled in the toilets by a woman. Funny, innit? See? But you will see him now and again, but late at night. So a lot of people after him. Let's put it that way. Bonkers. Silly boy he's been. But I'll tell you again. Oh, so we've had a bit of enlightenment tonight, John. Rachel has spilt the beans. See, she's so excited she won that mould for the sweets, right? She thought, right, I'm going to tell Gary all about her. Loose lips, sink ships. Oh, she's been on ship, hasn't she? Yeah, you know that as well then, John. Oh, it's funny, isn't he? Stupid boy. So, well, what are we going to say? I think Rachel should have a new name. I don't think Sprout. So if it's not fitting enough anymore. Sprout. What should we call her? Got any names, John, you can think of? Oh. What name can we call Shalom? She'll have to have a new nickname, won't she? Because she was going to be called Sprout. It doesn't really fit anymore, does it? For Shalom, because she's had so many men. Huh? Mini battleship. Flotilla. Oh God. Oh, terrible. See? An X one again? I expect you had an ex-engineer, X this, X that, innit? See? You've had so many. I don't know if we can begin and count them all. Mini flotilla. That's a good name, that one, John. Lots of ships, isn't it? Flotilla. Well, well. Well, Rachel, you've really let it out of the bag. Good grief. Oh. Oh, don't worry. The past is the past, Shalom. It's how you conduct yourself going forward. That's what we'll all remember you for, maybe. But we'll have a good laugh between now and then. You know? Don't worry about it, man. Life is a bit of fun, isn't it? For all of us. Yeah. Good night, John. I'll give you a ring, or I'll come down and see you about doing some ghost stories down the Magamabi. They were nice blokes, were they? All of them. How many ships are we talking about here? Half a P&O ferries, is it? Sonny's killing herself laughing in the background there. Keisha. Oh, Keisha, will you know? Go to a website called Big Cartel, right? And you can register on the website and you can put 5 pieces of art up for sale and it won't cost you a penny. If you have a look on Gary Owen Art, you'll see Big Cartel. Click on there. Sign in. And if you want to sell about 50 pieces of art, it costs $9 a month. It's really cheap. But then you put your link then in all your Instagram accounts or all your Instagram communications or anything, you know. You just direct people to that place where they can buy your art. But it needs to go on canvas or a board or something. All Greek ships, is it? All white. There we are. See, we found it all out tonight. A lovely day round roads, is it? Oh, aye. Yeah. You can get some canvases in the works, but they're not very good. Hobbycraft, if you got one near you. Amazon, they're okay. Just start off with cheap ones. Now, this canvas, you put these, they stretch the canvas. Just knock them in, but normally leave them off and sell it like that, and they can do it if they want to do it. This one was £3.99, no, £3. And that by then now, if you sold that and it was all sealed and everything, you'd be surprised how much money you can get for it. You know, you'll get 180 easy. But I have sold paintings a lot more than that as well. Rachel's a good artist too. Shalom's mother. She's really good. See? So we're all going to try and sell art now. Perhaps I'll do one big website and we'll chuck everything on there. That might be an idea. Right, everybody, I got to go up to Glenheath. Right, so we'll all have to say good night. Now, Shalom, have a nice night, right? She's probably in bed with one of the neighbours now, as we speak. Yeah, I mean they are square. You measure them, innit? But then you can tap the things in, get a bit more taut. I don't want to give you ideas, Shalom. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rachel. Anyway, everybody have a lovely night's sleep, right? And I'm off up to Glenheath. And we'll see you all Saturday, tomorrow night, isn't it? Good God. Days are flying past. So everybody have a good time. Have a lovely day tomorrow. Shalom, look at that. And we'll see you all tomorrow evening for a lovely evening again. With more raffle tickets will be given out. And I'll arrange to bring up the moulds. I don't know when. We'll have to, perhaps Monday, perhaps Rachel. If that's okay for you. We'll have a chat on the online when we chat discussing Shalom. Right? And I'll drop Fion's toilet seat round. I haven't got an extra large toilet seat for her. It's the only problem. Perhaps she'll fit in it. You never know. Okay, see you all soon, right? Have a lovely evening, what's left of it. And don't worry about anything. Bye for now.